remember the days we saw purple haze. 1 and 1, and 1 is 3. Hey, hey, baby, what you do to me?
Here we are in Washington, D.C., home of the vast bureaucracy, populated by half-vast people that make decisions here and have a collective reality that bears little resemblance to what happens out in the hustings. I'm Dr. Tod Mikuriya from California, from Berkeley, California, where we have a different country out there since Health and Safety Code 11362.5 became law back in 1996. Since that time, it's a different country and we have a different set of problems. Now we have to look to law enforcement and government for appropriate implementation and compliance. It's very much like going to the next corridor up in the Nintendo game of life. Previously there were ignorant people saying things about why it shouldn't be passed. Part of the bureaucracy back here, part of the coven, the central...
The coven.
Right. December 30th, 1996, Barry McCaffrey and his fellow coveneers got in front of national TV to whine and to threaten California physicians for implementing their new law that they passed in defiance of federal policies. Notwithstanding significant effort by politicians within the state, plus Barry McCaffrey's coming out and Everett Koop's cutting a anti-215, Proposition 215 videotape for the California Medical Association, opposition by both senators, it passed by 56%. And you might think that, well, the law passed and our government is going to get to work busy and implementing it and complying with it. Wrong. Since that time, it's been a study in uncovering the pathologic symbiotic relationships within agencies and different ways of evading the law, different techniques, honed to a fine art that I'm sure you folks out there know about, log rolling, which is, I'll agree not to talk about this embarrassing topic if you agree to it.
No, go right ahead.
Well, this is also the legal world. The thing that I just discovered, this total disconnect between law, medicine, and science. It's a law, the law world is stipulated agreements. For example, the sky is not blue, but it's green. Will you stipulate to that? You will, for the purposes of this case?
Yes,
I'll stipulate to that. Proceed. And this type of logical, if you accept the premises, thinking is part of what has gotten into this problem and continues to facilitate and prolong it. It's very much like the way women's suffrage was denied then, and also slavery was prolonged, and also I'm sure that you probably remember that you couldn't get reproductive information until the mid-60s, because all of this information was forbidden by law. And so it really brings into question of the individual and society, and the question of just who do you think you are? In California, it's been my pleasure to provide written letters of recommendation and approval for over 3,500 patients. And one of the most frequent reactions is to express relief and freedom from the stigma of criminality. And I really didn't understand how this bears upon otherwise law-abiding citizens' mentalities and worlds. The fear of arrest, of forfeiture of assets, of destruction of the family. You know, it's kind of like the Waco, Texas, we're here to protect the children kind of rationalization that has been most harmful, with different criminal justice entities malpracticing, pretending they're armed psychopharmacologists, totally ignorant, and just by a quirk of fate, they got handed these decisions that would be ordinarily handled by physicians.